Hello everybody, it's Maya, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading. This is going to be from your ancestors, your higher self, and your spirit team. They are going to be giving you guidance about what you want to talk about and anything else that comes through. I feel like this is going to be a message that unlocks a lot for you. We have all these little keys here. We have flourish on the table, that's for personal growth. We have free on the table, that's for setting you free. I've had some of my best tarot card readings with free on the table. I no longer make this potion perfume, but I'm really excited to get started. I have 4 piles here for you to choose from. We have this little mushroom on the first pile. We have this little chalice on the second pile, this Megalodon tooth on the third pile, and this rose quartz heart on the 4th pile. Feel free to choose your pile and click the links down below. And yeah, I pre-shuffled a couple cards from my brand new deck. I'm so excited. It's called the Herbcrafters Tarot. And we will get into it. So meditate, take some deep breaths, and look at the cards and make sure you pick the one that is right for you. Let's take a couple deep breaths together. Shake it out a little bit. Okay, let's see what your spirit team says for you. I'll be starting with pile number 1. Okay, hello pile number 1. Here is the reading. If you want to see, I actually wrote it out. And this is the card that I pulled. It's what you want to talk about, but we have a bunch of other cards here. We have the past, present, future. We have past life / divine guidance at the top. And these cards could have to do with both, if any of those come out. And then we're at the bottom here, we're going to have 3 cards here. Advice from your ancestors, advice from your higher self, and advice from your spirit team. So let's get into it and see what you wanted to talk about. Okay. The sunflower, the magician. Wow. Yeah, you just don't feel like you have the tools or the energy to do what you want to do. You are feeling like you're not manifesting the happiness that you want. You want more happiness in your life. And I feel like your spirit team already wants to tell you that you do have the tools and you will have the happiness. And the sun is coming. Do not worry. It's infinity. It's forever. For some reason, I just wanted to say there's so much more than just this life, okay? There's so much more than just this life. There is more lifetimes. There are more lifetimes than this. When people say, oh, you only got this one life, that's not true. But we should live it like it's our last. Truly, we should. And we should try to find that happiness around every single corner. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the strength, you have the tools, you have the love in your heart, you have the knowledge to get what you want and to find happiness in life. Okay, let's pull some cards for your past, present, and future. Oh, what happened here? Wow, this just like came apart. Look at this. Weird. Your past, present, and future. There we go. It's your past. The 2 of Pentacles. What is this trying to say to me? Okay, the past. For some reason, I want to say the year of the snake, maybe like last year. It's year of the dragon last year. It's year of the snake. Oh, either way, we have this infinity sign again. Interesting. Yeah. It's infinite. It's all. It's never ending. The alpha and the omega in the beginning and the end. we don't have to worry too much about that. We don't need to be like, where does it all come from and why? And we just need to live in the moment and find the happiness. We can wonder, but we can't get too lost there. We can't get too lost in the wondering of the why were the stars and the moon and the everything made? Why? It's like, enjoy yourself. And I think it's saying in the past, there was a balance. There was a balance. I think this could even be talking about the past of your past lives. I feel like where there was just an extreme balance between women and men, between the sun and the moon, the emotions and getting things done, and the happiness and accepting the sadness. And I think that's something that your spirit team and just this reading is asking you to bring in. And I think, you know, it's talking about happiness again with the sun. And I think it's saying it will always be balanced with times where you are crying, times where you are upset, times where you are feeling deep emotions. That is okay. It is a balance. It is a beautiful balancing act. It doesn't make sense to us in the moment, but on a huge scale, it looks something like this. And I just noticed the magician with the 1 here is just making me think of new beginnings. Like, I just feel like you want something new. It's feeling stagnant. And I think that this is saying balance your emotions and it will bring in more light. Face your darkness and it will bring in more light. Let's look at what your present moment is looking like right now. Here we go, yes. This one. The river. The river. That makes me feel of like deep emotions. Wow. What is this trying to say? We have this horse. Something about loyalty. I just heard loyalty. Interesting. Let's read this card. Interesting. It came out reversed. So the horse is literally supposed to be in the reflection, but the horse is upright. How interesting. Okay. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in the physical form, without asking anything in return. The river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all of our mistakes and grievances. So it's saying, no matter what you're going through, if you're feeling like you've made mistakes, if you're feeling grief, it's just saying that spirit will always forgive you. The universe will always forgive you, and let spirit just wash away anything, because it can create that new life for you. Just ask it to bring a rushing, beautiful energy. Not even a rushing energy, like honestly, like a cleaning, soft, like just the vibe of like sitting on this, in this beautiful like waterfall area and just like washing your clothes. Like that's what spirit wants your soul to do. Your soul to just wash your soul of any pain you have and just bring forgiveness to your own heart. Like your angels want that from you. We are no longer in control. Yeah, it's asking you to like give your life up to the divine. Say, I don't know the way. Guide me. You can guide me better. Say this. Say this truly. Because the thing is, it is of your own free will. It is of your own free will to ask for the divine to channel through you, to live life through you, to be a piece of light, a piece of the puzzle. What is that? Sorry, I saw this. This was in my carpet and I was just staring at that like, yeah, a little tiny fragment of light. It caught my eye as I was saying that. That's funny. Yeah, it's of your own free will to say, I give up guiding my own life, and you know the way. You know the way better. And really, you still get to be yourself. Like, it's not a bad thing to say, guide me. You know the way better than I. Of course the divine knows the way better. Because it's everything. It's connected to all. It's the river, it's the stream of consciousness. And it can guide you, and it's so beautiful when you let that and tap that in. And I just feel like a lot of your emotions will be unlocking. It's saying its waters have a special gift reflecting back to us. Yeah, you have a special gift. You really do. And you also are extremely intuitive. Extremely intuitive, and you need to tap into that and remember that. You know, like, everyone is psychic to me. That's how I feel. I believe that everyone has ability. I don't believe that a single person is a psychic and somebody is not. It's just, are you tapping into that? Have a little more lightness, grace, fluidity. When you stand within the river, it is the real you. Full and deep with emotion and potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. Drink in the sight of your true self. It's saying by doing this practice, it even allows you to be even more yourself in a way that you never thought was possible, because it guides you to follow your true heart, because the universe, the divine spirit, knows your heart just as much as you do. Maybe even more than you. I feel like more about these cards is going to come to light as I get the whole reading out. Okay. What is your future looking like? Let's see. Yes, this one. What the heck? Oh my god. What? The Two of Pentacles again. Wow. It's like, as above, so below. And it's like, you can balance, and you can balance your finances. And with this energy of the entire universe, you can step into the river of consciousness, and then this beautiful energy is granted to you to work with, to play with, to be the magician and manifest your wildest dreams. But, you know, things can come in and unbalance you. And you always have to remember to bring this energy back in over and over and over again, the balance with the universe, because things will come in and set you off balance. Remember, over and over and over again, that is what a human experience is to remember the energy that you have available to you through the divine. It's rainbow, it's incredible. Be the magician, work with it, and do whatever you want to do in life. Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let anything hold you back. Ride off into the sunset. I don't know why I get like a mysterious lone stranger energy from this horse. Just like really interesting energy right there. Okay, I'm going to move these up because we are going to get your past life out. I can't believe the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, like. And I think something about that Two of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles is saying too, is that if you don't change, and if you don't allow this beautiful energy of the universe to come in your life will stay stagnant, and you really won't find that beautiful, beautiful happiness in life if you do not say, guide me. If you do not say, the universe knows better than me. You're giving it up. You're giving it up. It's what you have to give. It's your life. And when you say, I would give my life to make this world a better place. I would give my life to be guided by something that knows better than me, so that I can find happiness and bring happiness in the world. And when you say that of your own free will, things really do get better. You have so much more energy to play with, and you have to keep remembering, like, even if you know this, you just have to keep remembering this. And I just think it's interesting how this is like this is the sun and moon, and this is you manifesting with that energy. But I do feel like there was a warning within there as well. This is your past life. Both of these cards. Wow. Eternal Now, Divine Feminine. Wow. You were both the Divine Feminine and living in a place of just eternal harmony, and where energy could just be, you know, you could just play with it like this, where you really could just manifest within a couple seconds. You know, they don't even have seconds there, really. You just manifest. It's like instantaneous manifestation. But here on Earth, you know, it takes a little longer than that. But there's been times, you know, I've wanted something when I was at a festival, and I'm like, oh, I need this. And then somebody comes through the campsite selling like lighters, and I'm like, oh my God, I needed a lighter. Like, it's so random, like happens within a couple minutes. Like, you can manifest, and you will see the more that you align with what the universe wants you to do in life, the more you do get everything you want in life, even if it takes time. But you were the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, living in a place of eternal oneness in your past lives. You know, this world may have felt very harsh to you. This world may feel like a new journey almost to you. Just learning the spiritual breakthroughs when you already have experienced every single stage of them, to the point where you were completely divine. Really both in one. You know, we just see it like this. We just see it like this as a man and a woman, but this is an energy. It's an energy of softness, of sweetness, of caringness, of getting things done, of power, of protection. You were just these energies in your past lives. This world is a very harsh place to you. That's what I would assume. You feel very lost on this earth. You know, you're here for a reason, though. You're here to light up other people's lives and to light up your own. Really, to be happy. To be happy and make the earth a better place, and learn how to work with this magic. When you've experienced everything, you experienced all, that becomes boring. Why not go back to not knowing anything? That would be fun, would it not? Would it not be fun to go back to being the student when you were the teachers? And that's what you are, and you remember how to play with the energy of the sun and the stars and the planets. You remember to let the stream of incredible energy flow into your hands, and you work with it. Advice from your ancestors. This just popped out. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, you can't even see the other cards. Let me see. Okay. Should be able to see now. Maybe I'll pull it out a little bit. There you go. But this is Judgment. Yeah, so your ancestors, advice from your ancestors, they don't want you to judge yourself. They don't want you to judge yourself harshly. They think that, you know, as this card said, you know, bathe yourself in forgiveness from the divine. Like, both the divine masculine and feminine want you to know that you are completely forgiven of anything you've ever done. And yeah, just not to judge yourself. And I feel like this card also is like reminding me of childhood wonder and fantasies. And it's like, give that to yourself. If you have children, give that to your children. That will be healing for you. And why did I just hear the weirdest thing? Like, instead of the trumpets of the apocalypse, we'll just have bells of good fortune. Like, let's not think like that. Let's not think of the world is ending and this is horrible, and that, like, let's feed our energy into the divine, into what lights our souls up, and use it to make just such a beautiful life, bringing joy to others, like presents and gifts. That's the energy that they want you to bring in. Okay, let's see the advice from your higher self. What does your higher self want to say? Yep. Oh, yes. Your higher self just wants you to be playful. You're not being playful enough. You're not enjoying life enough. They want you to connect with friends. They want you to connect with your partner if you have one. And just have that playful energy, have rainbows. Search for the rainbows. River again, river otter, the river. Wow. Yeah, they want you to go to the river. They want you to baptize yourself. They want you to light up the child inside of you. The one that, like, maybe didn't get the right Christmas or something, you know? Give that type of energy to yourself. If you didn't get to do things when you were a kid, do them now. Go play in the river, turn over the rocks and find the salamanders. Like, have this energy. Enjoy it with others. Chase the butterflies. Plant the sunflowers. Just embody both the divine feminine and divine masculine. Balance that. And this also could be like about you with another person as well. Like, you have had the divine masculine, divine feminine balance in many of your lifetimes. So who's to say, why wouldn't you have that in this one as well? You will have that in this one with happiness and playfulness and sunshine and just reliving childhood moments, but in a positive way now in this time. Okay, and your last card for the day, we have advice from your spirit team. This has been such an interesting reading. I mean, we have the river otter and the river. We have the Two of Pentacles twice. Like, how freaking crazy is that, honestly? We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Like, God and goddesses and angels are on your side. Of like Santa Claus energy here. Just like, don't judge yourself. The judgment day is not coming. Just playfulness is huge. Bringing sunshine in, planting sunflowers, remembering to bring the energy of the entire universe into your own hands to play with, because you have that power. Basically do a baptize yourself, forgive yourself. The universe wants you to be forgiven. And what does your spirit team have to say? Yeah, your soul child. Oh my gosh, this has just been really putting it in. Same message, you know. We have this playfulness, we have this kept reminding me of Christmas. Your soul child is hurting. Do things your soul child wants to do. It will make your life so bright. And I just think there's also probably soul children in your life that the universe wants you to connect with and bring those magical little moments. Always trying to bring a playful and happy attitude in situations with children, when you can. You know, sometimes you have to be stern, but you know, maybe you have a little maybe you have a picture of yourself when you were a child, and you can do a meditation where you're like looking at the child. You may have a stuffed animal or want to give a stuffed animal to a child. But yeah, if you do have children, it like heals, it heals yourself to be good to your children. It's like giving back to you in a way, and it's just, and grandchildren as well. If I don't know, I just, maybe somebody watching this is a grandmother as well. But your soul child needs the sun, needs the rainbows, needs to flourish and run around outside and just not think as much about finances and you know, not get too lost in like the whys and the hows and the what ifs of the universe, because it is balanced. The universe is balanced. You don't have to worry about that. Worry about yourself and your community and making your soul child happy, bringing light to your own life, and not judging yourself. And yeah, the divine feminine and divine masculine just love you and want you to forgive yourself. And I think that is everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this reading, and definitely subscribe if you enjoyed it as well. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this cup, then this will be your reading. And here is the reading that we're doing today. We have your past, present, and future. What you want to talk about, which is this card right here. We have your past life / divine guidance. And we have advice from ancestors, advice from higher self, and advice from your spirit team. So let's get into it and see what you wanted to talk about today. Okay, the 7 of Earth. Like action and finances. Oh yeah, like having a steady foundation. Oh no. Yeah, well, that was funny. The phone just flung sideways whenever I said steady foundation, so it's possible you don't feel you have a steady foundation, but something about knowledge or, yeah, like always having a bounty and peace. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, the 7 of Earth says, live by the rhythms of the earth. Work slowly and steadily towards your goal. Plant for generations to come. So it's just saying that you just want a solid foundation. You maybe want your family to lead a long, healthy life. You may be worried about this at some points in your life. I think that that's just your main goal, is just to have money, to have abundance, to have peace. Whatever you've been working on, you just want it to keep growing. You want health, I feel like, as well. It's already, I feel like, giving you some advice, asking you to bring nature in, bring simple little moments like journaling in nature, taking walks with your friends. Bringing oak in is important for some reason. I would say go somewhere maybe where there are oak trees, since we pulled the oak card. You've worked hard and gathered your rewards. When it's time to build your future, listen to the call of the earth. And I feel like it's always time to build your future, you know? And I think we need to not hold back and not wonder when the time is right, and just always make the tiny steps and always make the tiny little contributions towards retirement and things like that. And if you have kids or want to have kids, you know, you want to have college funds or something, like, it's just that type of energy. You want this really, really, really solid foundation and your family line to be prosperous. Have faith in your work. The fruits of your labor will last beyond your lifetime. Yeah, so, you know, anything you're doing right now, it's really going to affect many generations to come. And I think that's so beautiful. And I feel like you're really doing the hard work, and it's just telling you that it is going to pay off. Okay. What was your past life about? And some divine guidance. Yes, ma'am. Faith. Wow. Wow, Earth on Turtle's back. Look at that. That's like native. But she looks very different. You have a wolf and a heron. You were an angel. And yeah, you just had complete faith. This was a very different time, you know. I think this was even maybe a different dimension. You guys see that? Oh, sorry, I wasn't holding it up right. Okay. You guys can see that. Yeah. Earth on Turtle's Back is like a Native American tale. It definitely is talking about that. You were an angel. And yeah, you were on a different planet. And life was just very different. You know, life was very different. You also had complete faith at all times that the universe was guiding you. You had so much love, but just like peace and a stillness, and you've always been very, very, very connected to animals. So I'm sure that you feel that way in this lifetime as well. And you were very motherly, and everything was just very divine. There's also like a Christliness to this for some reason. Just very, very divine. Through space and time, it was just different. It's hard to even explain your previous lifetimes because they're just so different. It would be so foreign to us to understand what types of beings have been on some of the planets and types of trees that have been in the places that you've been. But things were very different. They were very peaceful. Everybody was connected. Everybody was connected to the stars and to pure love. So it was just a completely different way of living. And I think there's a reason why it's bringing up this lifetime, is because it's asking you to bring that energy back into this lifetime. Like, you can do that here on Earth. You can have simple little moments where you go wild crafting and pick, little nature things and maybe press flowers in a book, or like, do something like that. And have those moments, because that's the type of energy that you had then. It was just a flow. It was just a dance. Life was complete art. Life was just, I am one with the animals. I am one with nature. I am soaring through the infinite, and I am connected to pure love. And it can be that way here on this earth. Please have faith that that is what we are moving towards. How fun would it be to live on a planet that didn't know they were divine, and then we came to see that? How fun would it be to wake up to the infinite together as a unit? Maybe it takes people certain different amounts of times. It doesn't matter. We're all, in the blip of existence. How long did dinosaurs exist? How long will it take us all to remember that we are divine? It's okay if it takes a while. We're just a freaking rock soaring through space. It's crazy. We care too much about taxes and if things are going to work out and things like that. We should be one with nature. We should be having peaceful moments. I wish that the whole world would bring this in, but we can start with ourselves, and we can start with what we can do, because when we do these things, it makes us a better version of ourselves. And then we go out in the world and bring that peace to the world and light other people up. And they can do that, and it's like a domino effect, you know? It just affects everybody. And yeah, that's what they want from you. That's what they want from you. Like, you're thinking about money and finances and if your family's gonna be okay, and it's like everything's okay. Have faith. You've lived through countless insane lifetimes. You're on a flying rock, you know? Isn't it insane that that's happening? So can't you have faith that it will work out? Can't you have faith? This one. This is your advice from your ancestors. Wow. Yeah. You have ancestors on planets that are like, have dragons on them, to be honest. You have a strong connection with dragons. You just have a strong connection with, yeah, wolves and birds and sea turtles and dragons as well, just animals and nature. And this card is about planting the seeds. It's about the little steps, just like the acorn, you know? It takes a tiny little acorn to make this giant tree, and that is what it is with building a beautiful life. It takes a million decisions. It takes a million little choices of love to yourself and others, of love to the earth, and putting that in the forefront of every day. Plant those seeds in your daily life. Plant those seeds of abundance. Plant those seeds of doing what you want to do in your life, of loving nature, of giving thanks to the earth, giving thanks to spirit, to connection, to your intuition, for you always having faith. They are so proud of you. You know, you have dragons on your team. You have dragons on your side. You have the earth on your side. You have spirit on your side. You have angels on your side. You have a very strong connection with trees. You're just a nature child. No matter what planet you've been on, you've been a nature child. This one wanted to come out. Advice from your higher self. First ray of power. I had to stop and get some blueberries and stretch because my back was hurting from leaning over this table. So you probably do that to yourself a lot too. Look, the one you got is on the cover of the book. Came out reversed. Probably feel kind of powerless sometimes. Maybe with your health or just your family, your relationships, and things like that. It's the energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for fresh start. The first ray also carries a frequency of leadership and can assist you to stand in the truth of your light so others can find their way by it. Yeah, so it's saying, you know, sometimes clearing things out, and I think you've lived on planets that have exploded, you know, things like that. I think you have an innate fear of destruction of the earth and the solar system and just everything. And it's here to say that sometimes destruction is just what's supposed to happen. And things destroy and better comes, and things move out and better comes, and sometimes things have to come to the surface for them to be seen, right? Just gonna read the invocation real quick. This is from your higher self. Through unconditional love and divine mercy, I surrender my life to the loving hands of the universe to align with me to higher will and the most beautiful expression of my life's journey. I call upon the loving assistance of my higher self. In all aspects of this process, I ask that the first ray of power be expressed in ways that serve the greatest good of this planet, that all beings may walk their true divine path. Through divine grace, so be it. So be it. seriously, you just want what's best for the earth. And in wanting what's best for the earth and calling out to the universe and saying that, then you get this power. This power, and it lights up others. And honestly, I feel like I've said this so many times, and I'll say it so many more, because it's just so important. It's just so important to carry this power with you at all times in your life, and always remember, because when you feel this destruction coming, and you feel turmoil within the system, it can be scary. It can be scary, and when you just take a moment and you remember just how divine it is, how insane it is that we're in this galaxy, in this huge solar system, and all these planets, and we're just floating around, and we're still alive, and we still make it. And asking to help, asking to be like an angel on this earth to help, brings you that little bit of power and that bit of light that you can work with. It's very similar to the last reading, honestly. It says, remember, the universe loves you and only wants what's best for you. The most beautiful life experience for you. Trust it enough to let that happen now. I don't think I am going to do your past and future, to be honest with you. I feel like they want you to really focus on the present moment, to be honest. They really want you to know how wild this world is, that we're just in this beautiful solar system floating in space, and we have the ability to just sit under a tree and have a sacred special moment and make the right choices for ourselves on a daily basis. Plant those seeds that turn into those giant trees. Like, they just want you to focus on what's happening right now. And what is the advice from your spirit team? Let's see. This one. Wow. It's the Two of Cups. Wow. It's about just love. This is about love. I think that this is saying, if you were hoping to talk about love in this reading, that's definitely for you. Love, you will be okay, and gosh, it's just beautiful. I feel like this has been many of your lifetimes. You have had this, and it's just so beautiful. You're like a mermaid. This feels like Atlantis. This feels just like magical, a magical realm, like where the dragons are and the mermaids. And you've been on different realms too. This one's very different than that, even, I think. But this is just saying, it's about to be Valentine's Day. It's that season, like, honor love, honor a partner. You will have that. You are blessed in love. Divine connection is for you. You can always heal. Love. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You have a divine, beautiful connection. If you do not have that, you absolutely 100% will have that. And trust that, believe in that, have faith in that. Yeah, intimacy, closeness, trust, yeah. Just trust another, allow intimacy into your life, allow closeness into your life, allow reconciliation, so, no taking sides. There may be some codependency here, but, like, it's saying, like, yeah, that's okay. It's okay to be dependent on someone and them be dependent on you. Like, that will happen for you. Like, that's just natural. Yeah, the unification of two hearts and two minds. Yeah, it becomes one. This is a time of giving, sharing, communication. A relationship founded on intimacy, sharing your thoughts, feelings, goals, and fears with one another. That is a form of intimacy. Hold them, listen to them, show interest. Where can you take responsibility for your choices and actions within the relationship? Be mindful of how they have impacted and influenced that relationship. The Two of Water invites you to communicate, to forgive, or to apologize. Yeah, just bringing in just a deeper connection. That's what they want you to focus on. Or just letting you know that you will have this, one way or the other. But yeah, I think that that is everything I have for you all today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all very much. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 3. Little kitty is here to be crazy in the reading. But I added these 2 cups on the table, so maybe you have a connection to the last pile as well. The 2 of Cups also represents soulmates, so maybe there's a soulmate connection coming through. I'm not quite sure. There's definitely a little kitty here. This reading is going to be, oh my, about your past life, about your divine guidance. This reading is about your past, present, and future. And the card that we have here is what you want to talk about. We have your past life or divine guidance on the top, and we have advice from your ancestors, advice from your higher self, and advice from your spirit team. So let's see what you want to talk about today. We have the 6 of Fire. For some reason, this made me think of grief. This made me think of candle magic, creating candles with friends. This made me think of mourning someone for some reason, this card. But the 6 of Fire to me would be getting out of a tough time with your passion, with your energy, like having low energy and getting out of that. This is a brand new deck to me, so let's see what it says. Yes, a table is set for making spells with friends. Yeah, there's actually a lot of women in the community where I live that have these spell classes and they do beautiful ritual candle magic. I definitely want to go to one at some point. And I just think bringing that in, like going to little classes, day classes with some friends, that would just be a really good idea to bring that passion, bring that creativity back. For some reason, I just heard something about health as well. Like, I'm not sure yet. Raise a little power for healing and transformation. Yeah, I think maybe you're trying to ask about like when you will heal. When is this situation going to transform? And it says, cheer on your friends and praise their accomplishments. Your ability to bring people together creates magic. So they really want you, I guess, to be the person that maybe hosts an event that brings a bunch of your friends together, and just maybe you guys do some crafts at this event or just have some delicious food. Maybe you pay honors to somebody who's passed on, something like this. Gather circles. Creativity ignites creativity. If you're feeling not so creative, definitely invite more people, maybe even like co-work. I've done that recently where I've just had somebody come over my house and, you know, they're editing a YouTube video and I'm making jewelry, and it's just, gosh, you just work so much faster whenever you have someone else around. Let your personal flair shine. Dance to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. Celebrate your accomplishments with pizzazz. So yeah, they want you to throw a party. I'm not sure exactly what you've been asking about, like maybe like why am I not feeling very energetic, or just I'm not quite sure what the real question was that you were asking, but I think that it's just answering this with just asking you to bring this type of energy in, this friendship energy in, and this creative energy. Create spell candles for energy and strength. Yeah, so you need energy and strength during this time. Make spritzers to toast your accomplishments. Magnify joy at your next gathering. Serve goat cheese mixed with petals and leaves. Yeah, so they really want you to be like a host. Yeah, they want you to be a host. They want you to host people, and you may already do this, and they're just asking you to really like step into that power, because I think that that's just like a huge part of your life. It's super important. They want you to keep doing that. Keep bringing people together. The people that you bring together will be, you can make love happen. Like you can make new connections that create businesses and things like that just by bringing people together, because you know a bunch of different people in different fields, and you could really change some lives. That's all I'm gonna say. This card also came out. It was on the bottom. Yeah, the Empress Rose. Wow, yeah. Love. I mean, I had the 2 cups on the table. The 2 of Cups is about soulmates in tarot, and I just feel like love, yeah. Maybe this is what you wanted to talk about, is love. Because if you look at my thing, this could be the present moment, and this could be what you wanted to talk about, or this could be the advice from your higher self. I'm just gonna have to see how it goes. But the bees always represent community to me as well, and I feel like if it's like, maybe it's saying if you're asking for your love, turn to your community and you will find that love there. And something about bring rose hip tea in, and chili pepper, yes, spicy. The very like passionate love is going to come for you. Your heart is opening. Your heart is opening through your community and having moments like this. And I think your community can lead you to so much love. And yeah, just throw a party. Just throw parties and come together with people. Go out to events. Bring health in. Take very good care of yourself. Take good care of your health. Focus deeply on self-love. And this is just saying to me that like you will have so much love. You will just have so much love. I think, you know, with this necklace kind of broken, it's almost like a rosary kind of broken. There's probably been some real difficulties, and also like some people that have passed on that you were super close to, like a grandmother, maybe somebody who is religious, and also just difficulties in love. And it's just saying you will have it, and you do have it through your community. You do. You have it through these special moments that you have. It's extremely beautiful. I'm kind of tryptophobic, so this card kind of messes with me. It's like the fear of holes. I don't know, there's just something so creepy about holes. Usually beehives don't bother me, but for some reason this card just, you know, it has that creepy, like you just don't want to look at it. maybe that's something about your heart, is like it has all these holes in it. You know, it has all these holes in it, and that can be filled up with community. I feel like that's a huge message for you, for sure. Wow, the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles reversed. I think you've put your energy into things before, and they grew. I also just got another message, like you do a lot of work that people just can't see, and you just do a lot of healing work and energy work and just things that people may not understand, you know, just trying to raise your own vibration, raise the vibration of the earth, and just heal yourself and put loving energy into things that just other people don't see. Like on the surface, they only see a tiny, tiny bit of the effort that you've put in. And I think there's been times, because this is reversed, and for some reason that said to me, like, you've put effort into things, rooted all types of energy into things, and they may have failed, or they may have been a mess in the past. And it's just, I feel like this card is saying you are doing that again, and it's going to be different this time. It's going to be different this time. Your light is so pure, your light is so divine this time. And I really think it's asking you to put this energy back into yourself and see yourself in this way, like where you're putting so much energy into your own inner landscape and the roots and the foundations that people don't understand. They only see such a fraction of the effort that you put in your life. I think this card is also saying to just know that what you are working on is the right thing this time. I feel like that's really the main message of this card, because like maybe in the past, and not to say things failed outright, you know, they may have, but it's just different this time. The way that you put energy into things, it's just different this time. And you're going to be harvesting so much from the things that you put your energy into. You really are. Like, you could put so much energy into these community type events, and you see the beauty of what they are. It's so much work behind the scenes, and it's so beautiful when it happens. This is like, the tree is like just this, but there was so much that went into it. Future, what does your future look like? Usually don't do future readings, but I think it can teach us something. I feel like both the cards. Yes. Trust in the plan. Trust in the plan. Everything will be right for you. You will have love. You will have bounty. You will have community. You will have connection. You will have health. Believe in that. Like, I think there's times in your life where you just don't believe in it. You don't understand it. Like, why are certain things happening? But it's divine. It's cosmic. It's perfect. You know? It's perfect. And Soul Child, wow, yeah, there's definitely a connection to the last reading. We pulled this card as well. And this is definitely saying, I wanted to say that if you want a kid, you will definitely have that. But it's just also about like healing your inner child. Healing your inner child, wow, yeah. And just knowing that like you're doing the best you can with the children in your life, and doing the best you can with your inner child, and just trying to heal yourself down to the corest core, the deepest levels, the things that you've experienced throughout your life. You hold on to them. You hold on to them. And from the moment you were born till this very second, it has all been cosmic. It has all been perfect. It has all been part of it. And it is leading you back to the light. And it is really fun. It really is fun to go on the journey of remembering again. Just trust in the plan. Seriously. Believe that you can heal. You can heal down to the very basis, to the roots. And heal with community, and heal your heart. Yeah, the Empress. You are so loving. You are so good. You are so graceful, and just, you give so many gifts to others, and you pour into everyone's cup. You pour into everyone's cup. Pour into yours as well. You are so beautiful. It is so peaceful. Bring moments like this into your life as much as you possibly can, where you are just bringing in the energy of everything, bringing it into your own heart, meditating, sitting by like the ocean or listening to ocean sounds and just being at peace. Bring that into your daily life. Have these practices. Have inner child healing practices. The Three of Fire is the Three of Wands. And I always think of the Three of Wands as like a portal opening up for you for potential and like working with others, but this feels different, honestly. I've never pulled this card in this deck, and it feels like moving on. It feels like packing your bags. It feels like going on adventures and lighting the fire within. I think sometimes you've been burned out, you know, you've been burned out and you feel like it's a hard road sometimes. Just life is just turmoil sometimes. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Let's see what this card says. I'm interested. Action, implementation, exploration, expression, energy, hard work, sacrifice. Yeah. Yeah, they want you to go after it. Do you have an idea or creative venture that you would like to implement? The Three of Fire represents the necessary sacrifice that may be required when we act on our goals and objectives. When we first begin to act, we often find ourselves exploring the paths walked by those who came before us. In order to discover and determine the best way to implement our ideas, however, the same exploration can inspire new ideas that break with tradition, because something old has been reimagined and expressed by a mind with a unique perspective to make it relevant in the present. So it's saying like, when you first start with endeavors, you may be like looking to people you're inspired by and doing something similar to them, or you may not have even started this endeavor yet, but you know, I would say you probably have done something that's like a community type event. And it's saying like, now it's time to really add your own twist, your own spin, and make what you do extremely unique to who you are. And just something that's very eye-catching, and it will bring more people in and just make you feel very unique. And they just want you to take action. They want you to walk the road less traveled, basically. Do things that other people may not understand, and that's okay. The Three of Fire lets you know that it's a good time to explore and experiment on a practical level. Use your hands and your mind to practice, hone, and refine your skills and abilities. Yeah, like create some candles. Do this stuff. Do something crafty. It will make you feel so good. Some like needlepoint or just something. And do it with others. Do it with others. You may have already be doing this type of thing. Maybe making jewelry, tea, something like, just set up. Even if you don't do this stuff as a business, it's just fun to do these things. If you don't want to throw these parties, go and be a part of other people's events in the community. It is so good for you. It is so good for your spirit. But it's just asking you to be very unique and add your own flavor to your creative endeavors. Really something eye-catching. Okay, and for your advice from your higher self, I'm actually going to just pick a random page out of this book. My friend wrote it, Kevin May. I will leave him linked down below. He has a YouTube as well. This is his second book. I have his first book as well. But yeah, I just got this off him, and it's just definitely cool. I like to use this sometimes as like a tarot in itself and just flip to a random page. So let's do that for you, for advice from your higher self. Let's see. What are your deeper motivations? Yeah, so many decisions in life are connected to whose approval we are truly seeking. And approval can look like receiving love, respect, validation, or other things. To what degree are your actions attempting to make your mother, father, or caretaker proud? Attempting to be good in the eyes of God or your higher power? Attempting to win respect or approval of mainstream society? Yeah, I think this card is just saying you're going to have, the sacrifice you take is just being so different. and people not understanding you, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to force people to understand. Maybe if you have like witchcraft type practices, it's okay if people don't understand that. You know, it's okay if people don't understand your practices. It's asking you to have good motivations and just be uniquely yourself. It's just really asking you that. It's saying let go of the need to make your life about anything else but making yourself happy, making the creations that the universe wants you to create, and just living in pure authenticity, just going the road less traveled. It just keeps saying that over and over. It said attempting to be the best parent to your child or children, attempting to live your life in service to a cause you believe in. Just make your motivation love and art and just feeling happy. I think that's what they want you to do right now. And also just write down your motivations. You know, maybe that's just my motivations. Write down your motivations in life. It will help you to just be clear and understand what you're trying to achieve on this journey called life. We're here in this crazy rocky world filled with chaos and love and light. Like, what are we going to choose? What are we going to choose? Crafting parties and happiness and pouring into health and being interesting and being ourselves, or are we going to choose feeling sad? And we can choose feeling sad on some days, but are we going to choose like not being ourselves? No. Your higher self is asking you to take your life by the reins and take daily action steps based on your values and principles. Yes, and let's see what some advice from your spirit team is. What does your spirit team want to say to you today? I definitely have felt like a grandmother energy so far today. Crystal Cave. Trust. How interesting. I feel like this is speaking on your past life as well, for some reason. I feel like you've lived on a planet with like crystal caves, and you've been like a mystical person in many lifetimes. It's asking you to do divination work. It's asking you to hold light in your heart space, do chakra healing, specifically on your heart. It's asking you to bring amethyst into your life, maybe even go to a cave, maybe even go to a crystal cave. Trust in the plan. Yet again, we literally got trust twice. They just are like, whatever you're going through right now, don't worry, because on the other side is all love, is all community, is all connection, is all healing, is perfect, is the sun and the stars and the moon in a perfect balance. Guess what? It already is. It already is for us to breathe. It's crazy. Let's just freaking enjoy this crazy life. Let's enjoy this crazy life. Plant those seeds. People can't see all the growth that is happening. You can't even see all the growth that is happening. It's like in a cave. Just trust that when you come out of the cave, like the hermit, you know, it's that time now that you'll just be so wise, and you'll always know where to go. You'll always know where to go. It's just trust in your spirit team, trust in your ancestors, trust in your higher self. You will have riches. Connect deeply to crystals and there's a peacock. I was like, what is this? There's a peacock up here. That's confidence as well. Just have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. This one made me want to pull out a past life card, because I feel this very much feels like one of your past lives. I really think that you were like a mystical person, maybe even like a traveling mystical person that would like sleep in a cave for a couple days and like just give the town their teachings and things that they needed to know, and then move on. You know, doing tarot is so beautiful. It's like opening yourself up to the universe, and also just trying to figure out how things apply to you, and doing reflective work on yourself. Like, I really believe that anybody could have a tarot deck, and it could be such a healing experience for you. It's just fun to try to figure out how these all apply to you. Can't believe we got trust in the plan twice. Trust, trust, trust. They just want you to trust, okay? Just, they have it under control. They have it under control. What was your past life like? What do they want to talk about your past life? Oh, here we go. You were a shapeshifter in your past life. Interesting. Interesting. The mountains came out twice, too. Oh, goodness. The caves and the mountains. I feel like you were, like, in... Look at this. You see these mountains? Like this? And like this. I feel like they're talking about a very specific place. You were, like, a traveler. You've been an astral traveler. You are both a human and in higher planes of consciousness. Yeah, interesting. And what is the other card? There's another one. Oh, interesting. Patience. Yeah, oh my gosh, the mountains again. Really talking about a specific spot. Yeah, you lived on a different planet. They had very strange plants there. There were animals there as well. I don't think they looked like this. We probably wouldn't understand. I think you were alone a lot. You were very patient. You just kind of like sat next to the water, or like next to the mountains, and just kind of meditated. You know how like tigers will just sit there and like chill in the sun, like a house cat will just sit there and let the sun stream on their face and just not be worried about anything. Like, you lived a lot of life like that, and it's hard for you because in this life you have to like do things all the time. It's like you remember this life where you were just like chilling, complete chill vibes. I think maybe you even were some sort of animal, like you weren't a human, but this is on a completely different planet. We really wouldn't understand. But yeah, there's like this beacon on this planet, and it brings the energy. It's like the sun, how we have the sun. It's like, so I think it's trying to say something like you can harness that type of energy from the sun as well. You can bring that in. And I think you need to know that you are a shapeshifter. So like shapeshift into whatever you want to be. Seriously, shapeshift into whatever you want to be. Yeah. Oh, Coca. I think you had, wow, did I not say tiger? But we have like a cheetah here. So, oh my God, the mountains again. Literally, this is a very specific place. I don't know where this is. It's like Andromeda. Where is it? Where is like, they say like the pyramids are like the same shape and distance as those one stars. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know. You're from somewhere else, but the mountains are very important to you, so you need to go see them. You were a nature healer. You know, you worked with flowers in a way where you could just kind of take their essence and push it towards what you wanted. I always see like Egyptian drawings and like Greek drawings where they have flowers in their hands, and I just read in a druid book that I have that, you know, druids believe that you can look at the landscape or look at flowers and really like ask for a little bit of its essence, and then you can use that and push that towards healing and push that. I don't know, you're just a nature woman. You've been a healer, you've been an animal, you've been somewhere up in the stars and the cosmos. You're very connected to herbs and plants and the mountains and the rainbows, and yeah, just goddess energy. I think you've been a goddess, and definitely connected to like Peru, South America, that area. Extremely connected there. I would say maybe you even want to go there at some point in your life, because I'm definitely getting that type of feeling. So yeah, maybe if you can get your hands on coca leaf tea, so good. I had that when I was in South America. I don't even know if you're allowed to have that here, but I'm telling you, that stuff was great. It was like green tea on steroids. I don't know, it's such a beautiful time down there. Like, you really feel like you're being led from one enlightening experience to another. Like, when you go on trips like that, it's just like the universe is completely transforming you, and your life will never be the same after, you know, maybe going to a jungle or going somewhere just so beautiful. And I think it will really spark that past life inside of you. And it will be such an important experience for you. And I really think that was everything I have to say for you today. That is the key. That trust in the plan is the key. Child healing, community. Keep pouring energy into things even though maybe you can't see what you're really, you know, planting and how great it's really going to be, because the roots are so strong. And yeah, when you come out of your cave, which I think you're really coming out, honestly, but you're very mystical. You're a very mystical person. And when you come out and show the world who you really are, it's so beautiful. It's you change so many people's lives. You bring so many people together, and you bring so much wisdom to the world. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's everything I have for you all today. I hope you have a blessed day. Pile number 3. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this rose quartz heart, then this is going to be your reading. And actually 2 cards came out, and since this is a heart, I really felt like maybe this is going to be about love, about 2 people. So the reading I'm doing today is your past, present, and future, your past life / divine guidance. At the top, we have advice from your ancestors, advice from your higher self, and advice from your spirit team. And the cards that we pulled right here are what you want to talk about. So let's see what you want to talk about. The Emperor, and what is this one? Adelita of Air. Oregano. That one was reversed. The Emperor, yeah, that feels like a masculine. You want to talk about a connection with another, maybe when it's going to happen, something about maybe there's a misbalance in your relationship, a misbalance with divine masculine in your life, with, like, it seems like the Emperor stands tall, you know, the masculine stands tall, but maybe you've been out of whack. There's air in your chart, maybe, in your astrology chart. Is this like a toilet? Oh my god, I think this is like a toilet. Look at that. I swear, what did I just sometimes you feel like you get shit on, like you could be like the toilet of life. Like, is that for real? Is that the message? Oregano is good for breath, so I think maybe you've had trouble with breathing. And yeah, like maybe doing some sort of like steam inhaling of herbs could be good for you. Doing like a foot soak, just pouring love into yourself, like sitting out in the field and enjoying nature, maybe a spa day. Yeah, you feel like your health or just you don't come first. That is kind of what I'm getting from this. So the Adelita, I think that's how you say that. My apologies if I'm saying that incorrectly. But this means warrior. That's what it says. But It ends with an A, so it's like female warrior. Like, you are a female warrior. See that in yourself. This came out reverse. It's like you don't feel that way about yourself. Yeah, activism, drive, autonomy. You have personal autonomy. You have the drive. You can be, yeah, like somebody in your community that speaks out against what you want to speak out against. Speak from between your legs. What does that mean? Shout, sing, and scream. Declare your truth loudly and without fear. Wow, that really makes me think of protesting, for sure. Like, sometimes the warriors of this day and age are the people that are protesting. A young woman gathers her herbs for Bajos. Warm vaginal steam baths. Wow, yeah, so maybe like a yoni steam. That is not something that I have actually ever talked about on my channel before, and not something I've even tried. Wow, that's really interesting. So that must be what's going on in this. It's not something that I am familiar with, really, but maybe it's asking you to bring that in. But I think it's just saying like your root and love and the basis for that has been dysfunctional, and, you know, relationships with a very strong masculine has been a difficulty in your life. Oregano is an ally for women easing menstrual pain, menopause symptoms. When one is constricted, so is the other. So it's saying there's a link between your throat and your root. So if you've had a difficult childhood, maybe with your father, then you're going to have a hard time standing up for yourself. She sings during birth and screams during sex. Wow. Very interesting. You have an interesting energy, don't you? Yeah, it's asking you to open up your root, asking you to open up your throat, and it says something about the author of Women Who Run with Wolves. She speaks from between her legs. Okay, yeah, so that's what it's saying. It's saying you're speaking from the root. You're healing your root. You're healing your body, and you don't care about talking about your body, your bodily functions. This is a huge important thing for you. Like, you're a healer. You heal with the body. Feel the body. This is just such an important role that you're going to be taking. Practice activities such as harvesting herbs. Open your pelvis by doing the squat position. When you cook with oregano, don't forget to sing. So yeah, singing and cooking, bring this type of energy back in. Maybe do some wild harvesting. Feel connection to the trees. Maybe even do that steam bath as it says. I really think it's just saying to have a lot of care for yourself. Have a lot of care for yourself. I feel like this is a love reading about a masculine and feminine, and I feel like the feminine feels very walked over or has felt that way throughout your life. Okay, let's do your past life. I'm interested to see. I usually start with the past, present, future, but I think I want to go straight into your past life. What was pile number 4's past life like? What was your past life? Yes. Vision. Wow, yeah, you could see visions. The Hanged Man. Interesting. I think, yeah, there's been a lot of your lives where maybe you feel tied up or trapped, but a lot of your lives where you were almost like a mystical teacher, and maybe you did kind of scrying in water, and yeah, you saw visions. That's what kind of person you were, and you helped people by seeing these visions. You had a great acceptance and a great, you surrendered to life. She's like naked, you know, you were completely surrendered to anything that was going on in your past lives, and they want you to bring that in. as well. And the 10 of Stones. Wow, interesting. 10 of Stones reversed. You were a trader probably, but you've had difficulties with that. But there were past lives where you were like, you know, in a maybe like a native setting and everybody was trading. It was kind of like people just were walking groups of people, kind of traveling groups, and you had jewelry for sale. But I think there was a lot of times where people didn't like what you had, or you just greatly struggled in selling your items because people just didn't see the value, and also other people were struggling. So they didn't have the money for your beautiful belongings, and your beautiful belongings were worth a lot. They were worth a lot because they had so much energy and power into them, and people really understood that back then, and they just couldn't afford it, honestly, and they didn't have anything to trade that would be worth it. There were people, of course you did make sales, of course, and there were people that really appreciated what you did, and your community was really good. Like, you felt very at peace in your community, but you had a lot of trouble with your trading. You had a lot of trouble with your financial situation. And I think eventually you did have trouble in your group of people as well. Maybe there was some sort of like famine, something along those lines. But I think that what this is trying to say in this lifetime is that it's not going to be like that again. It's not going to be like that again. You will have it all. You will have all the abundance in this lifetime. People will see what you have, and they will be so in awe. And there's enough for everybody. You will be able to get what you need. You were really a visionary as well. You were just very unique. You had just light surrounding you in this lifetime. It was very beautiful, but I think it was ripped away from you in a way, and you're rebuilding that in this lifetime, and it's going to be even better. It's going to be even better. And you see the vision. You see the vision of having this beautiful life. Okay, your past. What is in your past? In this lifetime, this one. What was your past life? Archangel Michael. I think in the past you were just connecting to angels, and you may still do that, but yeah, that's something they want you to bring in. Archangel Michael, he cuts away all instability. He cuts away at anything painful. He heals literally anything you could ever ask him to heal. And I think that you've had stability in the past, but you have problems with stability. And you've been a very angelic person, so bring this angelic energy in always. I was not sure what this is trying to say, but look. We have this root here. It's talking about your root. Yes. It's saying that Archangel Michael can heal your past. That is what it's saying. It's saying if you have pain from in the past, pain from sensuality, your root, your childhood, this type of energy, that can be healed through Archangel Michael. Okay, let's get your present out. I feel like I need to almost see the whole picture to understand this reading fully. This one, yes. The elders. Wow, it's like yin and yang with life and death. That's crazy. The elders, that reminds me of like your ancestors, the people that have come before you, all the people that have had to live to create you. The animals, this system of life and death, it's so perfect and balanced. Reminds me of elderberry, which reminds me of health. It reminds me of older people having ancient wisdom that you can tap into. We have scissors. Scissors on the edges. Wow, that reminds me of having a cord cutting ceremony. Like there are people, maybe even 4 people, but more than one, and it's all tangled. You know, like light a black candle and the rope and cut the rope and have a ceremony that represents that. That represents cutting the ties from people that don't want what's best for you, that is bringing decay into your life. But, you know, the life and death balance, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that things die. You know, it needs to happen. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that that things decay. Like that is a good thing. But it's like not that you want to bring decaying energy into your energy field. Embrace endings, yeah. Cutting cords for sure. As the energetic year comes to a close, I always feel like spring is like when the year really starts, and this is the energetic close to the year. The elders represent not just the old age we will all eventually face, but the endings we will find, whether they could be at the end of a book, the close of a business, the failing of a marriage, or a final breath of a year. The elder's soft skin and sagging thighs reminds us that there is no escaping endings. Our task is not to avoid them, but to live into and up to them. The elders encourage us to let laugh lines be etched upon our face and the celebrations threaded in silver strands through our hair, because the journey of striving and growing and loving is the point of the whole exercise in living. The elders know that the finale is woven in the minute the loom is threaded for the first step is taken down a new path. The ending is implied in the beginning. And yet, as we get closer to it, it's so easy to turn our heads away and pretend that the present will go on forever. Wow, yeah. And we're talking about the present. It's like we always age. We're all getting closer and closer to death. No need to be afraid. It is beautiful. Enjoy the moment that you're in. Cut away from what doesn't serve you. Cut away. You know, we have this sword. Reach out to your angels for what doesn't serve you. Find beauty and understanding yourself further and further as you age. Know that the elder people have divine wisdom, and that you're becoming older and having divine wisdom, and you're just getting older, and you may be afraid. You may be afraid of that, and there may be even some like endings of marriages for some people, because we did have this male and female energy here. The present will not go on forever. I mean, it's always the present moment, but what's happening right now will not always go on forever. How you approach and ultimately face the moments when fate takes scissors and snips a thread is the stuff that which both character and stories are made. It's also the stuff of your new beginnings. This is the secret the elders know. The next beginning is right there waiting, but it can only begin after the final curtain. Yeah. And it's saying, yet again, I had another reading today that's saying, like, there is so much more than just this life. There is life after this life. You have had other lives. You know? You could see into that. We will all eventually die, and it's not a scary thing. It's not a scary thing. Have fun taking care of yourself and healing yourself, and accepting where you are, and accepting what's going on, and when life cuts things out, you know that there's something so beautiful on the other side. Okay, let's see what's in your future. What is in your future? We all die. It's not scary. It's beautiful. Our smile lines are beautiful. It just tells the story of the beautiful life that we've lived. Just loving ourselves more and more all the time. This one, yes, our future. Yeah, creativity, blossoming, transformation, coming out of the ashes. Maybe if you're going through a divorce or just something really difficult, maybe health, whatever is causing you a spiritual awakening that can be very harsh sometimes. And you're just going to come out on the other side as this beautiful goddess woman. And it's not just after you die, you know? It's not just after you die you become this beautiful goddess woman. You're becoming it now, in this lifetime. Being more angelic, like a fairy godmother for others as well. It's all pink and beautiful and filled with light. It's beautiful, and you have to get through so many difficulties to get there. But you just become that. You're like going into the chrysalis and becoming the butterfly all the time. And let's get out your advice from your ancestors. Advice from your ancestors. Advice from your ancestors. This one, yes. The Fool, wow, reversed. Yeah, in the pile with the cup, pile 2, we also pulled the Fool, so you may want to check that pile out. But we have the dandelion. You may want to do you may want to drink some dandelion tea. Dandelion tea is known for detoxification of the liver and the kidneys. You want to make mandalas or something. I don't know, something that's very meditative. The dandelions aren't weeds. They're actually beautiful. Like sometimes things in life we feel we have to change everything and remove everything and weed everything, but sometimes we can just work it into the art, and that's a way of transforming. Take leaps of faith, believe that anything could happen. There's something secret in this little bag. I'm not sure. This came out reversed, and it makes me think that there has been a lot of time in your life where you were holding back. I think your ancestors also just want to say that they will help you. They will help you through any decision that you make. They will help you through the journey. They will help you start new things. Okay, and advice from your higher self. Advice from your higher self. This one, yep. Eagle spirit, freedom. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like some people are meant to just be free from a masculine power in their life. You are bringing in a beautiful sense of freedom, of magic. Your higher self wants you to fly free, to cut the ties from anything that makes you not feel this freedom. Soar through life. Get excited about life. Call out to your ancestors and your angels and your higher self. Ask to feel free. That's what they want from you. Advice from your spirit team. Let's get out some advice from your spirit team. Wow. Okay. This is going to tie it all together. I feel like these are part of your spirit team. Wow. Okay. Yeah, traitor yet again. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's spot on. I knew that there was just something missing in this reading and something that needed to tie it all together. Yeah, traitor. Exchange energy to create abundance. You really have been a traitor in so many of your lifetimes. Seriously. And it's just like, you love yourself. You love yourself and you love what you have. And you love sharing it with others. You are somebody that brings in divine light magic into the world. You are the light. Be the light. You have a beautiful divine woman witch on your side. She's very wise, on your spirit team. She's very transformative. You can tap into her energy. You can tap into your past life's energy. This is one of your higher selves is part of your spirit team. This old version of you that was a traitor is part of your spirit team. Wolves are part of your spirit team. Take care of your needs. Yeah, I think this has been like the main theme through this, because we started out with you feeling like you kind of get the shit end of the stick in a lot of situations. And you know, this has been something that you've dealt with throughout your life, like starting from the beginning, starting from the root. And you have to cut away from that. You've had problems with your stability in life. And yeah, like you still feel that. You still feel that. Even if you've worked through that a lot, you still feel that. And you know, I really do think there are some people that are going through a breakup or something like that. I think there's also some people here that really fear death and fear aging and just don't like that. And I feel like spirit's trying to tell them like, it's beautiful to be wise old woman. Like, yes, you have had lifetimes that were where you were an astronomer. You've lived on other planets. I think that you've taken note of the stars, you know, counting stars, saying where they are, where are the planets, where is life, connecting to the stars, getting energy from the stars. Your spirit team wants you to do this. I think that there's somebody on your spirit team that's maybe from a different plane of existence, maybe a different planet, who's very connected to the stars, so they want you to connect to the stars. Just like strangely, like, yeah, like a winter energy. I really don't know what that is. I think just dogs. There's like a dog, maybe a husky on your spirit team potentially. And yeah, they just want you to take care of your needs, especially in the winter. I know it gets tough. Just love yourself. Just love yourself. I know people can definitely, I know I had a seasonal depression disorder. Yeah, your past life is on your spirit team. A white witch is on your spirit team. Maybe a dog is on your spirit team. Some people from other planets. I think Archangel Michael is on your spirit team. You can see visions. You have had lifetimes as traders. You are transforming and becoming extremely creative, extremely intelligent. You know the way. You will release from this. It's, you really are like in a cocoon, and you are coming out on the other side as this beautiful goddess butterfly woman. You've had struggles with this like divine masculine in your life, and you need to heal your own root through doing beautiful sacred practices, maybe practices with herbs, just a lot of self-care. Life and death, it's all part of the big picture, baby. Take those leaps of faith. Sometimes you don't have to control every little detail. You're transforming all the time. I think one thing they really want you to bring in and ask for, and something you've probably been asking for, is more freedom. Maybe even just more freedom with your health, more freedom with like pain and traumas that you've felt. You will be a beautiful trader if that's something that you're trying to be. Like, I really feel like that's a huge part of your life, and the goods that you have are so beautiful. Bring light into the world. You have a beautiful spirit team that are always looking after you. They love you so much. And I think that that is everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a comment if this aligned with you. And I just love you all so much. Bye, everybody.